Adrian Dix was here, now leader of the Green Party. Jane Sterk, nice to have you on the show.
My pleasure.
Days away from the election day, and you know, something interesting that you just said was that if you didn't win your seat, you were going to step down as leader of the Green Party, and there's been such a great momentum with the party. Why make that decision to do that? Well,
I kept saying to the media, it's a moot point because I am going to win my seat, but they don't believe I can, so they keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And today what I'm saying is Sir John A. Macdonald said that the best time to determine the results of a horse race is after the fact. So we'll deal with all those issues if I don't win. And I don't believe that will happen. I think I will win my seat, and I think I'll be carrying on making the legislature a better place.
So let's speak to that. Official party status is key. How many ridings your party is represented in is key. There was so much discussion. Really, I think Christy Clark was the one who said, Liberal leader Christy Clark said, it's a two-horse race. It's one or the other. But you're campaigning to say, wait a minute, there are other options. What does a vote for the Green Party mean to British Columbians?
It means a vote for change. It means a vote for people who respect that legislature more than we see in the two parties we have now. It means a vote for people who will represent the people of British Columbia instead of a party, and who will be willing to work across party lines to try and make change in British Columbia, to try and deal with the very serious issues that we have in BC that don't get talked about. It's just flabbergasting that in a political campaign, all we hear is rhetoric about who are the two leaders of those two parties and not the options for third voices.
And you know, to create change, being recognized with official party status definitely helps. With that, what do you think is the likelihood in this election that that is going to happen for the Greens? And two, what would you want to see in terms of change for the culture in the legislature?
I think it is likely we can get our official party status. It's a very modest agenda. We want 4 seats or more. That will give us that status. And I think that what it means for the future of the legislature is changing the culture of that place, making it about the people of British Columbia. And I do think we will affect change. I think we will hold the government to account in ways that has never been done before in British Columbia, because we have this two-party system where all they do is natter at each other or they defend their record and they criticize the other party, and we're not prepared to do that. We're prepared to say, hey, we've got serious issues, let's deal with them.
And speaking of serious issues, everybody's talking about natural gas and fracking, and really what that means to this province and whether economically it's necessary to be a part of this. You're one of the only to step forward and say, not on my agenda.
We're saying it's a pipe dream. We're way too late in that game. We have the most amazing opportunity to deal with climate change by becoming a clean tech powerhouse. British Columbia could have as much geothermal energy as we have heritage hydro. We could have as much wind as we have hydro. And those are the opportunities. And yet we've got companies, geothermal companies, wind companies, tidal companies, that are essentially leaving British Columbia because they can't get projects in place. That's the real future of British Columbia. We could be selling clean power to the Pacific Northwest, to Alberta, get them off coal. That's the direction that we believe we should take BC.
Well, many issues to discuss, and it's going to be a busy few days for you. Again, elections.bc.ca is the website. You can vote now in the advanced polling. Jump on it if you don't want to wait till Tuesday. Jane, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
We're back in a moment here on BT.